I can finally give you the unfiltered truth about Sisterlocks. If you've ever wondered what happens after the honeymoon phase, this is it. To do tonight for my appointment tomorrow. Oh, you know, long, she cut about, all together I had about 6 inches cut. Hermes gloves on top. That's the vibe. Tag a girlfriend who needs this. If you've ever wondered what happens after the honeymoon phase, this is it. Hi, I'm Maria. Welcome back. If you've been through this journey, we are 3.5 years into it. I'm going to be answering a lot of the questions that you all left in the comments on my last video. When I first asked if anyone else was on the journey, most of you were just starting out. Maybe you were testers, even some maybe a year in, but at 3.5 years, the journey looks a little bit different. I mentioned ugly phase or plucked chicken phase. I just think that I went through a phase where I was feeling into my hair. Maybe I said ugly. I meant plucked chicken. My locks are now full and mature, and I can now switch out colors without worrying about them unraveling. Let's talk about the elephant in the room. I remember someone made a comment stating that do not dye your hair. I'm just thinking about it. I did it. And honestly, it feels like a reset button. I went from black, natural, type 4 color range to rich, natural tones. You would have to see it in good lighting because it still looks rich and dark, but you'll only in light kind of catch it. I felt like it gave my locks a whole new personality. And you know, I know people always say, well, dyeing damaged them. I'm sure maybe, but my loctician was like, keep them hydrated, make sure you're moisturizing, make sure that, you know, it's not like you're doing what you were doing in year one, where it was like washing with no conditioner so you don't get slippage. And obviously finding a stylist who knows what they're doing. Think about it like buying a luxury piece. You want expertise, not fast fashion fixes. That's what this gave to me. All right, I'm gonna get into some of the comments. I mentioned something about using maybe a migraine or medicine when I finished getting my hair done. And the first comment was, you should not have to take any pain meds. Talk to your loctician or go somewhere else, run. Okay, pause. First of all, I give a couple of conditions in which I would have to take a pain medication. I'm sure it's not just me because I've seen it as a comment, that ever since I got my locks, my scalp has been super sensitive. I used to wear wigs, do sew-ins. I used to, you know, obviously put chemicals in my hair for a long time till I became natural. And I felt like I was doing so much in my hair at the time. Maybe that's why my scalp health was so low, but my scalp is so much more sensitive now. Most of the time when I go to my loctician, she will do a style for me after. The thing is tight. I may have to take pain meds. A lot of times I can't even keep styles in anymore. I just take them out. I feel like my scalp is just sensitive. Maybe it's just in my head, but I feel the style giving me tension in my head and I can't stand the tension. And any tension in my head, I'll take a pain med. I feel like I didn't clarify this enough. My loctician is really good at her job. She's really good, at least the person that I have now. The old loctician was good too. It's just my loctician is a licensed cosmetologist. She dyed my hair color. She does her own hair. She's done multiple people's hair, but she's about to do my mom's hair. She's good. Her hand barely hurts. It takes her 2.5, 3 hours to retie my hair. Yes, you're right. If you are in pain during your installs, of course, that is not the Sisterlocks. That's about consulting. Some people said it was the best decision of their lives. I agree. Okay, some people said it was the best decision of their lives. I totally agree. Someone said I need my own locks for my special day one day. Ellen Jen said I'm 27 months in and I'm loving my journey. I'm sure she's like a year plus in because it's a year ago. Now, the upfront cost, it stings a little bit, but the long-term savings and the freedom, chef's kiss. Maintenance and retightening, yes, okay, that is a real factor, but I go every 6 to 8 weeks in that window somewhere, and it usually costs $100 to $200 for most people. I know some people said it costs even $300. I don't know about all of that, but some of you said you were maybe trying to do it DIY. Let me tell you, that is empowering. I don't think I ever had that in my agenda to ever do, so I can't even say, yes, I want to retie. I always accounted for it being done by someone, and I pray it stays that way. At 3.5 years, I can confirm the styling possibilities are endless. So I'm sure you're loving the journey too. Buns, curls, braids. Actually, I haven't done braids on top, but braid out. Yes, it all works. Now, the investment framework. Financially, Sisterlocks are still an asset. After years of, you know, like I said, weaves, wigs, sew-ins, braids. I was doing the braids so much at that point. I've spent less overall. And Sisterlocks have turned my hair into a one-time investment with ongoing returns. Now I talk finance business right here, but it's true. It's like owning property versus renting forever. Depends on the market that you're in, but for the most part, you're building equity, right? That's what I have in my hair, equity, time, investments. Now, some things I wish I knew. A few people mentioned on my TikTok the rotations and interlocking methods, and you're totally right. I wish I knew that more. It wasn't until my first lock teacher was going on vacation that I found out I was in the 4-point system. Different techniques will determine how the locks mature, if they're more fluffy, if they're more tight. I didn't know all of that. I just trusted my loctician. I still think they're great. My advice is don't be afraid to shop around. I know locticians are far and in between, but really look at their photos, their Instagram, their social medias, their clients before you make that commitment. And another big one, and I see a lot of conversation about this, Lint. Lint. Oh, Lindsay Lohan. Miss Lindsay. Lint is natural. Too much lint is not natural, but lint is natural. But do I like the lint? Absolutely not. Okay? It bothers me so much. I feel like I've probably broken the integrity of a couple of locks because I keep picking at them. And obviously they're going to be worse at the nape of your hair because those tend to touch clothing. It typically comes from clothing. People say, you know, wash your hair frequently. I wash my hair every week. How much more frequently? I could wash it every couple of more days, but then my scalp is super dry. Lint is not my friend. I feel like even the last straw for me was to color my hair was the lint. I was like, you know what? I can't stand to see it anymore. I'm over it. And so I think that was the trigger to literally go over to the colors because people don't talk about that. A lot of times people will end up coloring their hair for the lint, or they'll say, I put a marker to my hair or this, that, and the other. I guess I'm on the color so it can see it part. I always wanted to, but I'm also on that side. I'll be honest. That was part of the decisions. The lint thing is hard to control because every clothes will snag on your hair. Maybe if you're always putting your hair up, but you have tension and your locks are pulling back on your hairline the whole time. So there's a couple of things to think about. That's something I told my mom, when you get home, don't play around because she's about to get her locks. Put it in a bonnet immediately. She's like, yeah, I always do that. I'm like, put it in the bonnet, wash it once a week, and you will be fine. It's not too bad. I don't think I have the worst lint, but I do have, and it bothers me so much. I'm literally thinking of cutting them off. I don't know, that would be so bad. Yeah, that's another thing people don't talk about. You really need to think about it. Can you handle lint? Sometimes I'm just like, I love my hair a lot, but sometimes the lint bothers me. I'd have to not think about it sometimes. Those are things you have to think about. I'm being real with you. 3.5 years in and seeing length and all of that stuff now, that's something I've noticed. Coloring helps, but think about it before you commit. Look at other people's hair online. Is it something you notice when they're moving their hair? Does it bother you? It doesn't bother me, but just think. Okay, new era, new color. This new color has me feeling like year one kind of low-key. Like, I'll catch a glimpse in the mirror and I'll be like, who's that girl? It's Maria. Okay, it's literally a reminder, Sisterlocks don't lock you into one style. You don't feel locked into a look specifically. They evolve with you, they change with you. It's hair, right? So whether you're month 1 in or even 2 years in, trust me, it's gonna get better and fuller and more versatile than you can imagine. In my journey so far, I would definitely say that when I first got them done, I thought I had length. Literally my hair length when it was like blow dry. Now I'm sure you see videos or almost here, like blown out. Literally, it was like here blown out, which I'm stretching this now and we're still getting that shrinkage, right? But my hair was there blown out. Of course, with shrinkage, it was like way more, shrunk than my locks. But I had that much length and I thought, oh, this is gonna save me from going through that plucked chicken phase, and it didn't. It was still like, I was like, girl, do I have hair on my head? Was this the right decision? I felt that for a second because I was like, it's not full, and I thought my hair was like really thick. Some people maybe don't go through that. Of course, in life there's always like exceptions, but for me, my hair definitely first grew out in volume and then grew down. That's why they say you finally get some hang time, because it finally is growing down and full, and I think that's what I'm getting now. I feel like we're gonna see another fullness and then another huge burst. Maybe I'm just delusional, but I'm really loving it. So would I do it again? Absolutely. Am I recommending it to my mom? Yes. Sisterlock gave me consistency, freedom, and really the flexibility to switch up my look without starting over. And it feels authentically me. If you're on the fence or you're just doing your tester set, like some of you also mentioned, I hope this gives you clarity. And if you're building a style that matches your Sisterlocks, because I feel like the Sisterlocks is the look, is the moment, check out my style reset kit below, because the right foundation doesn't just start in your closet, it starts on your crown, baby. And until next time, bye.